If you have passed by the site of the Aviation Museum and Discovery Center lately, you've noticed that things are moving right along and on schedule. Here's an update.
We have a tight schedule. Like I mentioned, we're trying to get everything at least open to the public by September, so that's a tight deadline. We got a couple planes that were, the Navy planes, the Jetstar, trying to get all those ready. The A6 Intruder. We also have the A4 Skyhawk, the F-14 Tomcat, and the A7 Corsair II. These are all planes on loan to us from the National Museum of Naval Aviation in Pensacola, Florida. They're owned by them and are on loan to us. We're repairing them and getting them ready for display for September is when we're going to actually have it open for the public to come see the aircraft on display at that point in time. And they're all planes that were based here at the NAS Atlanta, which is sadly closing this year in September, surprisingly. And we're going to have them here in remembrance of the 68 years of history of NAS Atlanta, and also talk about the unique aircrafts themselves and their advancement in aeronautics.
First airplane we got was a Jetstar. It's a corporate jet. A lot of people don't know it, but that Jetstar, the first one that was built in California, flew across the United States, and that was the first commercial jet aircraft to fly from coast to coast. So it did this in 1957, and that was in the early days of jet aircraft. It came to us in pieces, fuselage made part, wings, engines, tail, and we had to put it all together and had to have a lot of help from, crane operators and stuff. People donated a lot of time for it, but it was enjoyable. So it's pretty much a complete aircraft, except it doesn't have any engines on it. So it's good for the public to see, and it's finished completely inside with the interior just like a small airliner. So it was the Cadillac of the corporate planes.
Now, what about the big one? What all are you doing to it?
Well, the cockpit had to be cleaned up, everything just about removed from it, and we didn't have any instruments to speak of in there. So we stripped everything out, repainted the panels and everything, and put them back in, and now we're waiting on instruments. And the cockpit's going to look pretty good if we can get all the stuff we need to stuff it with. It's going well, considering the amount of time that we've spent on it at this point. The big problem is getting the C-141 right-hand wing finished, and it's very close to being finished to where we can put the two pieces together. Then we got a big job of hanging it on the fuselage, so that's going pretty well, and hopefully it'll come to pass before cold weather.
I bet you guys are having a ball doing this.
Yeah, we love it, but we wouldn't be here if we didn't.
Yeah.
After all, it's been our life, and that's what got us to where we are today, to be able to afford to have a house to live in, to live here in Cobb County, a place that most of us plan to stay the rest of our lives. So it's been very rewarding, and dealing with the people is great. Like I said, we've got a good group of people in charge of this thing, so we're going to drive on, rain or shine.
Right.
For more information, visit the museum's website, aviationmarietta.org, or call the offices at 678-797-0527.